It was supposed to be just another basketball night, but what happened courtside instantly set the internet on fire. Cameras caught a moment no one expected, and now the entire entertainment world is talking about it. If you want to know what really went down between Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner during their New York Knicks date night, stay until the very end, because the most shocking detail came when nobody was paying attention. Before we dive deeper, hit like, drop your opinion in the comments, and subscribe right now, because celebrity drama like this evolves fast, and you don't want to miss what happens next. At first, everything looked normal. The arena was buzzing, the crowd was loud, and the two sat side by side like any other high-profile couple enjoying the game. But within minutes, something shifted. Their body language changed, subtle at first, then impossible to ignore. What started as casual quickly turned into something much more intimate. Eyewitnesses at the game claimed that Timothée Chalamet seemed completely at ease, maybe a little too comfortable, with Kylie Jenner. A light touch on her hand. A whisper in her ear. And then the moment that sent social media into overdrive, a gesture many online are now calling Handsy. Zoom in on Kylie's reaction, a soft smile, a knowing look, a quiet laugh. Cut to Timothée, relaxed, confident, almost playful. The energy shifts. The pacing tightens. Viewers start asking the same question: is this proof their relationship is getting more serious? But this is where things take a turn. Fans were split almost instantly. Some celebrated the moment, calling them an unexpected but perfect match. Others questioned everything: was this genuine affection, or a carefully crafted public display? Cut, fast transition, social media explodes. Searches like Timothée Chalamet Kylie Jenner Knicks game, celebrity PDA viral, and courtside couple moment start trending within hours. The clip racks up millions of views. Every frame gets analyzed, every movement, every glance, every inch of space between them. And right in the middle of all that noise, one small detail slips through. Midway through the game, Kylie appears to pull back, just slightly. It lasts only seconds, but it's enough to spark massive speculation. Was there tension? Was something off behind the scenes? The tempo drops. The mood tightens. Is this relationship as solid as it looks, or is there more beneath the surface? Sources close to the couple say their connection is intense, but also under constant pressure. Being two of the biggest names in entertainment and fashion means every move becomes global news in seconds. And then, the moment that changes everything. As the game winds down and the crowd begins to thin out, cameras catch one final interaction. Timothée reaches for Kylie's hand again, this time more certain, more deliberate. No hesitation. No distance. And Kylie doesn't pull away. Instead, she leans in, with a smile that says more than words ever could. Zoom in. Slow motion. The roar of the arena fading into the background. That's the payoff. What started as a controversial viral moment suddenly feels like something deeper, something real. Despite all the speculation, all the noise, all the scrutiny, this connection might be stronger than people think. But in the world of celebrity relationships, nothing is ever that simple. Is this the beginning of something serious, or just another moment magnified by the spotlight? One thing is certain, this New York Knicks date night has completely changed how people see them. And now, the world is watching what they do next. So what do you think? Is this real love or just a viral moment? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for the latest celebrity news, drama, and updates, because this story is far from over. Just when it seemed like the story had settled, a new angle of the footage surfaced, and suddenly, everything people thought they saw started to shift. The lighting was different, the camera closer, the moment longer. And in that extended clip, Timothée Chalamet wasn't just leaning in casually, he was fully engaged, his attention locked on Kylie Jenner in a way that felt intensely personal, almost like the rest of the arena didn't exist. The internet didn't just react, it dissected. Frame by frame, fans and critics zoomed in on every second. A hand resting just a bit longer than expected. A glance that lingered. A smile that faded too quickly. And suddenly, theories began to flood every corner of social media. Some claimed this was the clearest sign yet that their connection is real and evolving. Others weren't convinced, pointing out how perfectly timed the cameras seemed to be. Then came the pattern interrupt. Cut to a completely different perspective, someone sitting just a few rows behind them captured a raw, unfiltered version of the night. No cinematic zoom. No broadcast edits. Just real-time reactions. And in that version, something stood out even more. Kylie's posture shifted multiple times, leaning in, then pulling back, then leaning in again. It wasn't awkward, but it wasn't entirely effortless either. That subtle push and pull only added fuel to the speculation. Was this natural chemistry, or a relationship still finding its rhythm under pressure? The pacing slows for a moment, letting the tension breathe. Because here's what makes this story different from every other celebrity sighting: this isn't happening in private. This is unfolding under stadium lights, in front of thousands of people, and millions more watching online. Every micro-expression becomes a headline. Every second becomes evidence. And just when the conversation seemed to split into two sides, a new detail emerged that changed the narrative again. Multiple attendees reported that during a break in the game, TIMOTHÉE CHALAMET leaned in closer than before and said something that made Kylie pause, really pause. Her expression shifted, not negative, not uncomfortable, but thoughtful. Almost like she was processing something deeper than a casual comment. What did he say? No one knows for sure. But that moment, barely 5 seconds long, sparked one of the biggest debates online. Some believe it was a serious conversation hidden in plain sight. Others think it was nothing more than a perfectly normal exchange blown out of proportion. Then, tempo shift. Fast cuts of reactions across social media. Influencers, entertainment bloggers, and pop culture analysts all weighing in. Headlines popping up everywhere. Keywords trending globally. The narrative expanding beyond just one night, turning into a larger conversation about their relationship timeline, their public appearances, and what this all means moving forward. And right in the middle of that chaos, another clip drops. This one, taken as they were leaving the arena. Security surrounding them, flashes going off, voices calling out their names. But instead of separating or rushing ahead, they stayed close. Very close. TIMOTHÉE slightly ahead, guiding the path, but always aware of Kylie's position. And Kylie, matching his pace, not pulling away, not creating distance. Zoom in on their hands. Not fully intertwined, but not separate either. That in-between space says everything. It's not staged perfection. It's not distant detachment. It's something real, something evolving, something still being figured out in real time. And that's what keeps people watching. Because perfection is predictable, but uncertainty? That's addictive. The story doesn't give you clear answers. It gives you moments. Fragments. Clues that could mean everything, or nothing at all. And then comes the emotional pivot. Sources close to the situation suggest that both TIMOTHÉE CHALAMET and Kylie Jenner are fully aware of the spotlight, and yet, they're choosing not to hide. Not completely. Not anymore. Instead, they're navigating that attention in their own way, revealing just enough to keep people guessing. But that approach comes with risks. Because the more the public sees, the more the public expects. And expectations can change everything. Another pattern interrupt. Slow motion replay of the original Handsy moment, but this time, with context. The timing, the angle, the reaction. It doesn't look as sudden now. It feels mutual. Comfortable. almost familiar. Which raises an even bigger question. How long has this dynamic been building behind the scenes? Was this night really the beginning of something new, or just the first time the world finally saw what's been there all along? The tension builds again. Because just when it feels like we're getting closer to the truth, the narrative shifts one more time. A close-up still image begins circulating, captured at the exact moment Kylie glanced away while Timothy leaned in. That single frame becomes the centerpiece of a completely different argument. Some say it shows hesitation. Others say it's just a fraction of a second taken out of context. And that's the reality of moments like this. They don't live in isolation. They get stretched, replayed, reinterpreted, until they become something bigger than what actually happened. But then, we return to the core moment. The hand. The smile. The closeness. The things that can't be easily explained away. And suddenly, the noise fades just enough to see it clearly. Two people, in a crowded arena, sharing something that feels real, whether it's defined or not. That's the real story. Not just the viral clip. Not just the headlines. But the fact that, in a world where everything is curated and controlled, this moment felt unscripted. Raw. And maybe that's why it resonated so strongly. Because people aren't just watching for drama anymore, they're watching for authenticity. And in that brief, chaotic, heavily scrutinized night, Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner gave just enough of that to keep everyone hooked. But here's the thing, this story is still moving. New sightings, new rumors, new interpretations, they're all building on top of what happened that night. And each new piece either strengthens the narrative, or complicates it even further. So now the question isn't just what happened at the game. It's what happens next. Will they step out together again, more openly, more confidently? Or will they pull back, letting the moment fade into speculation and memory? Whatever they choose, the world will be watching. Analyzing. Waiting. Because moments like this don't just disappear. They evolve. So if you've made it this far, you already know, this isn't just a viral clip. It's the beginning of a much bigger story. And your perspective matters. Was that moment genuine or calculated? Was it spontaneous or strategic? Drop your thoughts right now, join the conversation, and stay tuned, because the next chapter of this story could happen at any time, and when it does, you'll want to be the first to know. And just when people thought the narrative couldn't get any more intense, a new wave of speculation hit, and this time, it wasn't just about what happened inside the arena. It was about everything that happened before that night, and everything that might come after. Because here's where things take a deeper turn. Insiders began quietly pointing out that this wasn't the first time Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner had been seen getting close in public, it was just the first time it was captured this clearly, this intimately, and under such intense scrutiny. And when you start connecting those dots, a very different picture begins to form. Cut to flashback-style pacing. Moments from past appearances start resurfacing online. A glance here. A subtle interaction there. A shared laugh that, at the time, meant nothing, but now, in hindsight, feels like a clue. Fans begin building timelines, stacking evidence, creating entire threads dedicated to decoding what they believe has been unfolding behind the scenes for months. Tempo builds again. Because now, it's no longer about a single viral moment, it's about a possible pattern. And patterns tell stories. Some observers claim that what we saw at the New York Knicks game was simply the natural progression of a relationship that's been growing quietly, away from the cameras, only occasionally slipping into public view. Others argue the opposite, that the timing of everything feels too perfect, too aligned with media cycles, too convenient to be purely coincidental. And just like that, the debate splits even further. Then comes another unexpected twist. A body language expert weighs in, breaking down the now famous courtside interaction in meticulous detail. According to the analysis, the gestures, proximity, and responsiveness between Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner suggest a level of familiarity that goes beyond surface-level attraction. The way they mirror each other, the timing of their reactions, the comfort in their physical space. But even that analysis isn't enough to settle things. Because for every expert opinion, there's a counterpoint. Another pattern interrupt. Cut to fan reactions, real, unfiltered, and wildly divided. Some are convinced this is one of the most genuine celebrity connections in recent memory. Others remain skeptical, questioning whether what we're seeing is authenticity or performance refined by years in the spotlight. And right in the middle of that tension, another detail surfaces. This one is quieter, almost easy to miss, but it might be the most telling of all. During a brief moment when the camera panned away and then returned, Kylie's expression had changed again, but this time, it wasn't subtle. It was softer, more grounded, less reactive to the crowd, and more focused inward, on the interaction itself. It's the kind of shift you don't notice unless you're really paying attention. And yet, once you see it, it's hard to ignore. The pacing slows, drawing the viewer deeper. Because maybe the biggest story here isn't the public display. Maybe it's the private emotion slipping through in a very public setting. And that's where things start to feel real. Not perfect. Not scripted. But real. Then, just as the emotional weight begins to settle, another clip begins circulating. This one, captured outside the venue from a completely different angle. No crowd noise. No commentary. Just ambient sound and movement. And in this version, something stands out immediately. The silence between them. Not awkward silence, but comfortable silence. They're not performing. They're not reacting to cameras. They're just moving together. In sync. In rhythm. Without needing to fill every second with words or gestures. And for many watching, that moment speaks louder than anything that happened courtside. Because chemistry isn't always loud. Sometimes, it's quiet. But just when the narrative starts leaning towards something genuine, the story shifts again. Reports begin to surface suggesting that both Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner are being more strategic than ever about their public appearances. Not in a manipulative way, but in a controlled, intentional way. Choosing when to be seen, how to be seen, and most importantly, how much to reveal. And that changes everything.